Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for the opportunity to speak here today. My name is Topi Helle, and I'm the Managing Director for Finnish Water Forum. My topics in this presentation is that I will first shortly present Finnish Water Forum, then European Union water industry, some statistics, and then finally European Union markets, know-how on expert success at national level. Finnish Water Forum mission is to find solutions to global water, climate and biodiversity challenges with Finnish know-how together with local and international actors. Finnish Water Forum is a non-profit organization presenting the whole Finnish water sector, including universities, research institutes, associations, and over 90 private sector companies. Our knowledge covers the whole area of water, and the idea is that we are kind of a one-stop shop for Finnish know-how. Finnish Water Forum is a member of Water Europe, which is an association for the water sector in Europe. Then why Finland is active in water? There are several reasons. Finland has been ranked quite high in several comparisons. For example, in wastewater treatment and also in sanitation and drinking water. Furthermore, United Nations has ranked Finland as the most sustainable country. Now when I have told that we have been ranked very high, I must also say that we still do have several challenges in Finland also in water. However, I see that there are certainly some good practices we can share outside of Finland. If you are interested to know more about what kind of offerings Finnish companies have, you can visit this link here. Then about European Union water industry. There are 27 countries and over 450 million people, so the market is big. If we look at the population connected to water service network, there are close to over 95% are connected to drinking water network. And then if we look at the wastewater treatment plants, over 80% of people are connected. We can also see that there is a big variation between different countries within the European Union. Then when we look what is the annual revenue per inhabitant, it is a bit below 200 euros per person per year, what the people are paying for water in Europe. Then, if we look at the investments to the water infrastructure in the next 5 years, we can see that in total there will be 45 billion euros invested in the water sector. And quite naturally, the biggest European Union countries like Germany and France are investing more than the smaller countries. Then if we look how much is invested per inhabitant, it's in average about 150 euros per person. But then there are big differences between countries. For example, in Norway, the investments are much above average. In this statistic, we have European Union countries and also UK and Norway included. If we look at the average price per cubic meter for water, it's below 4 euros per cubic meter. So it's rather low. Then when we look at the sources of drinking water in different countries, we can see that some countries are using mainly groundwater, such as Austria, Denmark, and then some countries are using mainly surface water, like Norway. So there's a big difference. And then for example, Cyprus is using mainly desalination for their drinking water source. If we look at the consumption per capita per day of water, so how much water we are using per person, the average is around 120 liters per day per person. But there we can also see a lot of variation between countries. And then what is also interesting is the non-revenue water losses. They are in average 25%. But then there are some countries with very small non-revenue water amount. For example, Denmark and Holland both have around 5%. Then about the sludge, how the sewage sludge is managed. In many countries we use it for agriculture. Some countries use a lot of incineration of the sludge, for example, Germany, Switzerland, Austria. And then some countries still use for landfill, like Romania. So what we can see is that there's a big variation between the countries in Europe. Now when we look at the European Union water markets for an exporter, for example, a Korean company who wants to export to Europe, we see several positive things. European Union is a large, rather unified market area. In European Union, rules and regulations determine the basic level for water and wastewater treatment. And what is also important, that inside European Union, no customs between the countries. So if you open an office or for a manufacturer in one European country, they can export inside Europe without taxes. Then it's also easy to travel inside European Union and possible to travel to different countries with Schengen area with only one visa. However, there are also challenges with the European Union markets. Most countries have their specific language, geography, climate, and culture. Even European Union is seen as one market. Sometimes the countries have their national regulations which are more tight than the European Union regulations. So you have to always check if the regulations are same in different countries. And then usually a local salesman or agent is needed in each country due to the culture and language differences. If you have a sales guy in Germany, it's very unlikely that he can sell in France or Spain and vice versa. Then how to succeed in European Union markets. You need to have technically and commercially good products. Then you need a good local salesman, distributor or agent. And also you need understanding of the local markets. Cooperation with the local European Union companies and contractors to have a complete solution is also a good idea. There is a big interest in digital solutions, carbon footprint, and also in circular economy solutions. So if you have solutions in this area, they would be very interesting for the European markets. Then is also to have cooperation with the European Union companies to a third country. For example, in Europe, Africa, or Asia. European Union is world's biggest donor to foreign cooperation. So Europe is active in many places. Then also cooperation with European Union companies in World Bank and Asia Development Bank projects. Some European Union countries are members in Asian Development Bank and may participate in tenders, such as Finland. Then what is important in Finland, in Europe is now Green Deal. The water sector is committed to reducing its environmental footprint in line with the European Green Deal. There are 4 key avenues in achieving these goals. 1, increasing the energy efficiency of operations. 2, producing renewable energy. 3, exploiting the sector's circular economy potential. And 4, minimizing process-related greenhouse gas emissions. So if you have any solutions to these challenges and goals, then you are certainly welcome to Europe. Thank you.